Okay, this is fanboy talks, right? Nothing official, off the book. It's all about OM Digital Solutions. I have a couple of suggestions. Maybe these products will help them in the long run. Yes, these products should be very interesting for anyone actually. Personally think so anyway. But before I start, there are a couple of things I want to say first. First of all, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. And second, I want to introduce you another new mic that I'm using at the moment. This is the Joby WAVO PRO. Yeah, you know what, yeah? The weather today is very weird. It looks like winter all over again. You got a fog, you got this mist that's covering the lake that I am in. And yeah, it's just so weird. Last week was really warm, really sunny, and then today, look at that, I got my jacket on again. But anyway, right, first of all is Joby, right? And for those who don't know who Joby is, well, Joby is one who created all these fantastic gorilla pods that basically all content creators, you know, the starting of the YouTube thing, vlogging things, you know, everybody would buy a Joby gorilla pod. They're famous for it, they're known for it, they still produce a ton of them, you know, and still sell like millions and millions of them. But this is new, right? They've never done any audio related stuff. In fact, anything else apart from gorilla pods, as far as I know anyway. So now they do bags, they do like slider, the swing, and also like time-lapse equipments, things that I'm going to show you later on because they sent me a whole creator kit. But this, the mic, the WAVO PRO, is very, very different because unlike most of the mainstream creative mic that you see on the market, like Rode, Sennheisers, all this really cool stuff that you can get, you know, value for money, good quality and high performance, this is brand new. But what's different between this one to all the other mics that I've used before? Well, this is the one and the only one, as far as I know, that it has an active noise reduction system. It's a bit like those noise cancelling headphones that you get on the market. So that's supposed to work. So I'm not entirely how effective it is because obviously I'm recording it right now. I'm going to switch it on in a minute and just to see the difference between with and without the active noise reduction system. So this could be very interesting. If it works, gosh man, this could be a killer features for many content creators out there, simply because, you know, like there's so much you can do with the mic, right? You know, it's price, you know, the audio quality. But if you talk about like £200 plus mics, they are very, very similar these days. You know, it's very, very hard to tell from one to another, apart from brand loyalty, to be honest. So if this works, this could be the only reason why you want to switch to Joby. Okay, so I've set up my system here so I can demonstrate the unique feature of this WAVO PRO. It's the active noise reduction, ANR. So you have to connect it to the phone though, to enable this particular feature, because there is no ANR button actually on the unit. I wish they have. It's just a lot easier, but you have to connect it using the WAVO PRO app that you can download on both Android and iOS. But once you have it, you know, there are other features you can utilize as well, such as enhancing your voice by using the equalizers, so you can actually enhance the bass, the clarity, and so forth. So actually pretty unique, very good that you can do that live as well. That means that you don't have to waste time in post-productions. For instance, if you just want a quick edit and to make sure that this is the voice that you want to sound and want to present to your viewers. So this is actually really, really awesome. But anyway, I'm going to turn on the ANR to see whether it's going to be any difference. So for the remainder of this video, the ANR will be on, so hopefully you can hear the difference, and hopefully it will be as quiet or quieter as my other mics. And if it does work, seriously, it will be awesome. So it's now turned on. So I can't wait for that. But anyway, before I continue to talk about what we're going to hear, what we're here for, about the OMDS, two products that I would like them to do to make the business better, to make more money, and to please more of us, photographers and creators. So I want to talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can find tons of high quality material so you can learn new skills or further your existing knowledge. Even as a professional myself, I need to keep up with the latest trends and upgrade my skills for tomorrow's projects. I recently got a few new inspirations from my good friend Dan Rubin's travel photography class. It's fun, relaxed and well presented. And this is the same across all classes in Skillshare. So if you want to learn something in photography, or even for your well-being, there's always a class in Skillshare. Because I'm so good, Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 subscribers a 1-month free trial instead of the normal 7 days by clicking the link in the video description and use the code RED35photography. So you can start exploring this huge library to your heart's content. You know, whether you're going to be taking a little toilet breaks or something, or on the bus, on a commute. Yeah, you can always find something very useful and maximize your time. Anyway, now let's go back and talk about what we should do with OMDS. So the 2 products I talked about for OMDS is, first of all, the TG. Right, the top cameras. I've already done a vlog about it, but more precisely, I think we should have another go at the point and shoot market. Seriously. And simply because of the smartphone killing this and that, you know, you all know that the point and shoot market is the bread and butter for any camera manufacturers. Right, it's almost certain or kind of very evident that all the camera manufacturers has abandoned this point and shoot market altogether. They no longer produce any sort of like cheap low-end cameras, fine. But what about the premium side? The premium side, I'm talking about Panasonic still has the LX10, LX100, and the Sony has the RX100. And what about Leica? Leica still has their little compact camera that's basically sell for 3 times the price as what the Panasonic equivalent is. So that market still exists. People who have money but doesn't want a whole kit can actually buy those premium products. And the RX100 has proven to be fairly popular. Otherwise, Sony wouldn't have done whatever generations they have already, different models, right? And also, like the latest one, the ZV-1, is based on the RX100 as well, the vlogging one, the ZV-1 I'm talking about. So the market is there, and I think at this moment in time, it's not fully tapped into yet. To be quite honest, to be frank, if OMDS does produce a premium compact with a, let's say, a 1-inch sensors, a capable action camera like the new TG that will allow a full rugged construction but a 1-inch sensor, I don't mind the footprint slightly bigger because it's rugged. Or you can produce something what the Sony has done, a slightly more compact but 1-inch sensor based system. That will be truly awesome. And I think with OMD's expertise in color science, in and also in construction, like build quality, and yeah, the stabilizing, the IBIS, all the computational stuff, I think they have a unique position here to create something truly special, and that could potentially be a sellout product instantly, only if they want to do it. You've already seen that the TG5 and the TG6 are super popular among active photographers or adventurers who doesn't want to, let's say, carry a full mirrorless system. You know, like the OM, even though they're rugged, but they're still big. Imagine that these guys are like cyclists, mountain bikers. They just want a really compact thing, just put into the little pocket behind the back. And they just go around cycling, and they just don't have that luxury of having a big system, even though it's not big. You know what I mean? So it's interesting, right? I mean, I actually think that that could be something to think about. I think so. Right, okay, let's find somewhere to sit down and continue our conversation here. I'm sitting on a Canon. Yes, I'm sitting on a Canon. Yeah, we do have a lot of Canons lying around this area here. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, about second point, right? The second point isn't about a product that I would recommend OMDS to produce, but rather a product to, well, not to, but for collaborations. Well, we've seen that with Leica and other brands like Huawei phone, for instance, and Panasonic and other companies. Yeah, so we haven't seen like a lot of collaborations going in terms of optics to other consumer electronics. Yeah, you know, I know some of you guys have really suggested it before and also mentioned it, but I think, yeah, it's something that could be quite interesting, right? We see Hasselblad with DJI drones, for instance. So like there are, you know, some happening, and I think it would be potentially a secondary income stream that could be profitable or lucrative potentially, you know, for the business, because you know, you already have the expertise there to design optics and stuff like that. Why don't we use dual lenses on some other products, right? Or even license some certain computation photography, and also IBIS technology, for instance. This could be really cool, right? Yeah, I mean, there are so many consumer electronics out there that will require additional resources, because at the moment I can see so many. I mean, you see in this channel I've tested quite a few different products. Some of them are, you know, optically they're lacking in sharpness, the stabilization just isn't great. But there you go. OMDS has the expertise, right? You know, why don't they just collaborate and do something? And of course, you know, it has to be a win-win thing, right? You know, like they can still do certain things, but they license certain technology for OMDS, just by paying royalties, right? You know, if it works, it could potentially be really good. I know DJI already, like, you know, they own basically part of Hasselblad. That's why they can collaborate. Well, it's not quite a collaboration. It's almost like instructed them to design something for them. But what about other drone companies, right? You know, there are about 4 or 5 different other high-end drone markets that could potentially use the technologies from OMDS, you know, both in optics and also computational and IBIS. And what about this little handheld camera thing, you know, that you can use the IBIS as well, and also optics and color science. There are so many things that can be done, but obviously, you know, I'm no accountant and I'm not expert in this, and I don't know whether there will be a business case for it, but I'm certain that, you know, there could be some money to be made. It's just whether OMDS is willing, you know, to collaborate with other companies. I already mentioned that in a few of my videos before, and also about the gimbals, right? You know, for cameras, for filmmakers and videographers, for instance. And I think, you know, they need more collaborations there. And I know the OMDS is a very closed system. So like it's very hard for other people to tap into it, to control the cameras. And I can understand from a security point of view, but the thing is, Canon, Sony, Nikon, Fuji, they all have opened up the system for the gimbal companies to control the cameras. So it's important if they want to really expand into the area, because I know the OM1 is a very capable video cameras, and it needs to be done to be able to compete with other cameras in the same category, so like for vloggers, for amateur videographers, and also some other low-end filmmakers, for instance, who doesn't have the budget to, you know, buy big stuff. But having said that, you know, the OM1 is a very capable video camera, like what I'm using right now, and this is really something I think that OM systems should be proud of. But to make it work in the video world, I think that some of these little collaborations and links is very critical as well. Okay, right. Before I head home, what do you think about what I just said? And do you think it makes sense about the 2 categories? First of all, is the premium compact category, and I think that there is a business case there. There is definitely an appetite for these people who really want a high quality compact cameras that is closer to what they enjoy with the OM system, bigger system like the OM1 or the Pen series, for instance. But it's still gonna be a lot better than smartphone, for instance. So there's definitely a case there to be built, and I think the reason why Sony's continue doing the RX100 line and also the ZV is because of that exact reasons. And this is also why Leica continue to do the compact, because they know people still buy them for high quality compact system, right? So this is, I think, is cool. And what about the second one about collaborations? And you know, you guys mentioned it already, so I'm just repeating what you guys have said and also suggested. So I think these 2 points here could potentially open up OMDS to a bigger world, and also hopefully make more money, so that this system can expand and mature in the future. And I do really sincerely hope that OM system will thrive, you know, like in the next few years, and turn it into a much more profitable business. And the ultimate enjoyment is all of us consumers, and also photographers and creators alike are going to enjoy whatever they succeed, and I'm looking forward to it. So like, I'm hoping there will be a new camera, like compact one, not full-on interchangeable cameras, but a compact premium compact will be out in the corner. That if as soon as they have one, there's no doubt, there's no second thought, I will buy one. You know, if it's going to be a TG, whatever, or something just completely brand new, that has a bigger sensor, better quality, compact, I would jump on it. I would, seriously, I would. You know, that would be either my secondary backup camera in the camera bag, or just my daily driver. You know, when I'm going out with kids, you know, I don't need to hook up big cameras, even though it's not big by any means. I keep saying big system, but like, you know, Micro Four Thirds is small anyway. But you know, having a tiny one is going to be really, really awesome. Let me know what your thought is, and let's have a friendly discussion about that. And also, how does the Joby WAVO PRO sound like? I hope it sounds good. I'm pretty sure it does, because they spend a lot of time and effort in R&D to develop this product here, so they told me anyway. So I'm hoping that it sounds as good as any of the Rode stuff that I use, because you know I'm a big fan of Rode, so this could be my new daily driver in a way. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Yosh! I completely forgot about this video is sponsored by Skillshare. I have to say whatever I need to say. If you watched this far, congratulations, you have made it. But anyway, just one last thing I want to speak to Joby, not to you guys, is that this mic takes forever to update. I had an update prompt earlier, you know, from the app saying that it needs to be updated before I can continue connecting to the phone using all the features. So I had to do it, and it takes half an hour. Half an hour. That's way too long for an update process to do on any consumer electronic these days. And yeah, unbelievable. Sort it out, please, please, please. But anyway, you know, if the WAVO PRO sounds as good as you advertise, I think this could be a game-changer piece of tech. Small unit, compact, lightweight, full metal build. I like it. And yeah, it doesn't take up any space. Lasts long. ANR technologies. You can also change the equalizer on the app, change the voice basically. Awesome stuff. Anyway, until next time. Bye for now.